Hey guys, today we are going to be making a chocolate sheet cake. So if you love chocolate, if you love cake, I think this recipe is perfect for you. Did I mention that it has icing on top with sprinkles? Yes, it's perfection. So make sure you're subscribed and let me show you how to make this recipe. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, grease a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, and set that aside. To a large bowl, add in your flour, your sugar, and your salt, also your baking soda. Give it a quick stir and set that aside as well. To a large bowl, you want to add in your buttermilk, your vanilla, and your 2 eggs. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love to use full-fat buttermilk. However, you can use whatever buttermilk you find. If you want to use something similar to buttermilk, just use plain yogurt. That will work just fine because if you noticed, this buttermilk is quite chunky. That was a first for me. I wasn't expecting it to be so chunky. The buttermilk is going to make this cake soft and fluffy and give it a lot of body. If you were wondering what the buttermilk was for, thought I should add that. Then to a medium saucepan, add in your cocoa powder, a tiny bit of instant coffee just to bring out the chocolate flavor, and cold water. Whisk everything together until it is combined and there is no more lumps and this mixture is completely smooth. Add in your butter and stir it on medium-high heat until your butter is completely melted. Now, it is important that you get all the lumps of cocoa out before you turn on your stove. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that you are using cold water to get the lumps out. I just thought I should add that. So once your butter is completely melted, it is a little bit stubborn. Butter is annoying like that, and I had just taken mine out of the fridge, so it took a while to melt. You want to remove it from the heat, and you want to pour it all over your flour mixture. Get every last drop of that chocolate stuff out and give it a good mix. It should look something like that. Add in your buttermilk mixture and stir that as well. And just like that, your cake batter is done. So you're going to want to pour this batter into your prepared pan and bake it for around 40 to 45 minutes. Quick tip, if you plan on taking this to a party or a park or something, bake this in an aluminum casserole dish so you do not have to worry about your dishes not returning to you. Bake this for 40 to 45 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean from the center. Pull it out of the oven, and then while you are waiting for it to slightly cool, you can start making your icing so you don't have to worry about your cake cooling completely. I know it's annoying when you have to wait for the cake to cool completely. So you want to add butter to a small saucepan and heat it over medium heat until the butter is melted. Then you want to add your cocoa powder, your milk. So I'm using about, I think 4 tablespoons of milk right here, and then vanilla and powdered sugar, and I whisked it until I got it all combined. But I did notice that it was way too thick. It wasn't the consistency that I wanted, so I went ahead and added just another tablespoon of milk, and that worked wonderfully. Once your icing looks so rich and luscious and smooth, kind of like what mine looks like right here, you want to go ahead and take it off the heat. Resist the urge to stir it too much. Not that it does anything, but it is really pretty. It's really fun to mix it and stir it. Add it to the top of your cake. Do it kind of in batches. You don't want to be rough with it because you don't want to ruin the top of your cake. And I'm just using a rubber spatula to spread it all over the tops. Of course, I had to give my cake a twirl just because it's fun, you know? So I went ahead and spread it evenly all the way to every corner because you do not want your corners to be dry. And you can smooth it and make like a design on top if you want and leave it at that stage. But of course, I wasn't going to do that because I love sprinkles, and anything that has sprinkles, I order because I'm just childish like that. It's the color, I tell you. The colors of the sprinkles get me all the time. Like if it is ice cream with sprinkles, you know, I'm going to get it. So anyways, add as much sprinkles as you want to the top just because, like I said, sprinkles are fun and they're colorful and they add just so much festivity to this, chocolate sheet cake. So give it another quick twirl, and then you are basically ready to serve it up. I know sheet cakes sound so basic, so simple, but listen, I think everybody should have a simple sheet cake recipe that you go to, you make it, like when you're in a pickle. Give yourself a nice big slice of this chocolate sheet cake. Listen, it is a complete classic. It is so good. And my favorite part is when you cut it and it comes out nice and clean. So I'm trying to pull this out and trying to be gentle so I don't ruin it. But you guys see that? You guys see that thickness of that chocolate layer? I'm talking about the cake, not the icing. And then the icing is just perfect. Once you plate it, add some more sprinkles because listen, life without sprinkles, is it even living? I don't know. I don't think so. And then serve yourself up some cake. This cake is so good. It's soft, it's fluffy. I don't want to say moist, but it is. It's super soft. It's super good. It's not dry. I don't like dry cake. That is not a good thing. And then it's like super addicting. Serve this with some ice cream, some vanilla ice cream, your favorite vanilla ice cream. And here I am trying to show you guys the icing on top. Kind of struggled with that. We won't talk about it. But if you do want the recipe to this cake, it is in the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for making it this far. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.